right. You gotta discover. I'll meet you up by the tunnel that leads to the pit. Oh yeah? What is it? Gather what supplies you'll need and meet me at the first tunnel to the pit. You'll never find your way there without me to guide you. The city's built on the backs of slaves. We're diseased and suffering. What else do you want to know? He's a guy named Asher. I don't know where he came from, but he's strong enough that he keeps all the other bosses in line. Bosses, well, they're a ragtag group of vicious little fucks, but they have the guns and the power. Asher keeps them from killing each other and keeps them forcing us to work. Medea, she's another slave like me. She's helping to organize them. She'll know when it's time. Some of us are native to the pit. Most of us are, really. People sometimes have kids before the sickness takes them. But the need for slaves has gotten bigger. Asher started importing them. Ever wonder why there are so many slavers, but you hardly see any slaves? The slaver operation in this area has been supplying the pit. What do you want to know? After the war, the place just turns into a shithole. The buildings start falling over, the sickness mates... Some of them change. They lose any sense of who they are. They just go around killing and fucking and eating. Like animals, man. Some people are still okay, but just... I don't know. Anyway, about 30 years ago, those Brotherhood guys come in and wipe the place out. They kill all of these sick fucks. Anything that looks like it's gonna fight, bam! Then they take whatever they were looking for and leave. Well, as bad as the pit is, it used to be worse. Much worse. It was complete chaos. Every man for himself. About the time I was born, those Brotherhood guys swept through the place. Killed anything that put up a fight. More than half the place was dead by the time they were done. It was a slaughter. But they got the worst of the worst. If it weren't for the Brotherhood sweeping the place, I doubt if Asher would have been able to get control of as much as he has. It's hard to describe. It's nasty, and it affects everyone a little differently. But the longer you're there, the more it gets you. Some just get sick and die. Others go crazy, completely psycho. They live out in the city. We call them wild men. And the worst, well, just hope you never have to see them. They turn into animals. They forget who they are. They just eat, sleep, fuck, and kill. But this cure, maybe it can stop all that. The city is built on the backs of slaves. My people. We're diseased and suffering. They've restarted the steel mills there. They have us breaking down metal and reforging it. No one knows why. But the guy in charge, Asher, you can damn well bet your life that he has a plan. It'll be a long trip. Let's get going. Hang on, someone's coming. Let me do the talking. Hey, what are you guys doing here?
might ask you the same thing. You got a lot of guts back to this place, Warner.
Yeah? Well, I guess that's the difference between us. I have a lot of guts. You don't. We've got to keep moving. There's no time. We've got to keep moving. This is as far as I can go. Don't expect to take anything you have in with you. They'll strip you clean, but I'll find a way to get your things back to you. Once you're inside, find a slave named Medea. Remember, your goal is to get access to Asher and find the cure. Well, you might be able to get a small gun or a knife past them if you conceal it just right. I can do that for you, but I can't promise that they won't see it and just gun you down. You want the gun? Okay, here. That's it.
I love it. Another slave wanted back here, huh? What's wrong? Couldn't get over the bridge? Yeah. Why, I should... Wait, what the... Now, would you look at this? Where'd you get all this shit anyway? Whatever. Mine now. Thanks, Scab. Now get back in... The mean boss took all the dumbass slaves' goodies. Get in there and get to work, asshole. What? You thought you could kill my buddy? On it, but it looked... That's enough. Get his stuff. Come on, hurry. Hey, put that down. That's mine. Okay, got everything? Let's get out of here.
They messed you up pretty bad. Take it easy. Don't move too quickly. Come on. Sit up now. What were you thinking, trying to shoot your way in here like... I thought Werner said you were supposed to be clever. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You're here now, but we can't talk out in the open.
Move on, Scab.
This is why stealth is
All
important.
right, we can talk now, but we shouldn't take too long. They saw you come in here, so they'll come looking for you if you take too long. I have a plan for getting you into Asher's palace, but we need to wait. In the meantime, you're going to have... Someone needed to. I'm sure you noticed that the guards don't take kindly to newcomers. You're going to need to look busy or they'll sniff you out pretty quickly. And if they get too close, you don't look like you belong here. So I'm going to send you out to do a job that will keep you... Outside of the mill, there are a bunch of old steel ingots just lying around. Every so often, the foreman puts out a work order to collect them. It's practically a death sentence, and they never assign it to anyone. They make us pick who's going to do it. Bastards. Yeah, well, the area is full of trogs. They're what most of us hope we never become. For most people, it's some form of cancer. Sometimes harmless, sometimes not. For others, if it doesn't kill them. I can't really help you there. Ask around.
What's going on in here, Medea? Who is this scab?
Nothing, sir. I was just telling this new worker about the job the foreman posted.
Oh, yeah? So he's the one that's going out to the steel yard, huh?
Yes, sir. I told him what he needs to do. He knows. 10 ingots, as fast as he can.
Well, then. I hope you also said goodbye. All right, playtime's over. Get to work, grinders.
Asher up there.
Don't you look at me.
I think it finally stopped moving. Have you seen Wild Bill around? Bill's a friend of mine. Last week we were forced to choose someone to gather ingots from the steel. He didn't want anyone to have to die out there, but you look like...
I'm just gonna steal from as many raiders as I can, get all the supplies I need. 10 mail rounds. Ooh, and that's Jackson, the guy who's just... if I can get a pistol from one of them, I could probably just kill all the guys, but I'll have to find someone who has.
Shouldn't you be working?
I won't. This next time. What the hell do you want? You'll walk off if you know what's good. Don't hurt me, please. Whatever it was, it wasn't wrong.
More tire, more ammo. So my OBG is to get around and steal as many supplies as I can.
Hey there. I'm not cheery, really. I've just it said, the master doesn't try to be powerful.
Alright. Well, I got a Chinese sword at least. Marco. Got knives. Ooh, an auto axe. Yes. All you have to do is be very, very careful. Wait for it to save. Get in. No, no, no. Retry, retry. Come on. Yes, I've lost karma, but I'm just gonna have to take.
Look, Scab, you don't want my attention.
So you're the lucky scab. Good to see you, Lily.
Why do I lose karma for stealing from a raider?
Hey, not so loud. The bosses can't see what making weapons. Lots of them. There's something coming. So. Yeah. Do what you...
This should not be stealing from a raider should never have been considered a close to nothing. This is gonna be awesome.
You'd best look at the ground when you're talking to me, scab. See that fella up there? You'll be seeing lots of those. And if you survive them, you'll probably run into those crazies that live up on the blast furnace. Tell you what, why don't you do me a favor and get killed close to the door? That way, I don't have to walk so far to loot your corpse, eh? Here's the door. Get out there and grab some ingots. Turn them into me and I'll see if I can slip a little something your way.
Right, all I have to do is get 10 ingots. I think there's... There's 100 ingots in this map? Ah, crap. This is gonna be interesting.
Billy. It's me, your brother John. You remember me, don't you, Billy? Oh, Billy. Billy.
Yeah, that's right, I killed your brother. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. I'm gonna collect all 100 of them. Wait, what was the perk I just added? Ah, you've got to be kidding me.